Good morning. It is Thursday, February 22nd, 2024. No video yesterday because yesterday I was up at 4 o'clock in the morning. I had a bunch of medical stuff going on between me and my wife. Everything's okay. We're fine. But it was a super early morning. So after that, came home, tried to go back to sleep, but you know how it is. You got anxiety and things feeling the way they feel, and you just stay awake, feeling tired. Now my wife, she was able to go straight to sleep. She napped for a good 5 or 6 hours after we got back home. But while we were out after we were discharged, I had a couple errands to run and went over to the pet store, got some cat food, some cat treats, some water clarifier for the big tank in the living room. And then went to the comic shop because it was Wednesday and I had, $10 worth of books over there. And apparently last week when I grabbed my books, me and the guy behind the register were too busy talking about comic books and movies and nothing, and we didn't notice that I never actually paid, so they actually wrote my name down with the amount that I owed. And I came in, they're like, "Hey, you owe us money," and I was like, "What? Oh, right." I actually had a passing thought when I got home. I was like, I don't actually remember ever charging, actually paying for anything. So, I don't know. I'm happy they caught it. It was super embarrassing on my part, but they let me walk out of there without paying, so. It's on them more than it is for me. But we got it all straight. I'm in there every Wednesday like clockwork, so they know me pretty well. Again, very embarrassing, though. But got home and did a bunch of side work, some more training that I'm doing for my contracting, which I look at that monitor because the training's up on it. And today is going to be more training, more shadowing, more fun stuff like that. And then once the day was over last night, tried to play some more Helldivers 2. Could not because their login queue is absolutely saturated with people trying to get in right now. And God bless them. I wish them many great things. I do want to check out the first game, though, just to check out the world building and see what that was like. Even though it's a completely different game experience, from my understanding. It's more of a twin stick shooter than it is whatever this is, a first person strategy squad game. Sounds right. It's fun. I love it. But because I wasn't able to get into that, I went back to Borderlands Game of the Year Executive Exclusive Edition or whatever it's called. I don't know. But I had some DLC to play, and towards the end of the night, we had just one more thing to do. Of course, that one more thing had multiple steps. The game just started to slog down, and it's being played on a gaming rig that a buddy's letting me borrow, and it's got no reason to drop down to 10 frames. It should be doing 400, 500, 600 frames per second, only because of how relatively old the game is and how powerful the system is. Of course, the monitor or the TV that I've got everything playing on can only support, I think, 60 frames a second. So all those other frames are, they're just missing. I don't know. So there's really no excuse for it to be dropping down to 4 or 5 frames per second, like a slideshow. It was on Twitch last night, which is a great segue to the fact that my internet was completely out. Had Metronet come out. And it was a combination of their modem not working with my router and the Ethernet ports on my router getting fried somehow. Something that came through their modem, obviously it had to come through their modem, fried my router, so now I've got to buy a new router. I bought this one about 7 years ago. It was about $90. That same exact one on Amazon right now is $150, but I think that's because it's been the price algorithm's gotten to it, because there's a newer version of it that's about $90 out there right now too. So I'm actually going with a completely different brand this time. Just to keep it lively. Shop around, see what other people are doing out there. Don't want to get tied down to one company when it comes to networking supplies. I did get on the treadmill yesterday. That was fantastic. I need to get on the treadmill again today because after yesterday's medical stuff, we went out and got a very large but delicious breakfast at a place called Canopy Road Cafe here in Tallahassee. They do a fantastic meal, but it was very unhealthy because both of us got the kosher fried steaks. So, you take steak, you fry it, and then you put gravy on top of that. I mean, like I said, delicious, tastes great, but it's not healthy. It really isn't. And I've got to get back on track with maintaining my diet and losing weight to a point that like I'm not pear shaped like I am now. But I think that's it for everything I did yesterday. And then, like I said, today, it's going to be more of the same of yesterday, just no surgeries. So I've got the treadmill. I've got some moderation that needs to happen on the sites. I got training. Then I've got a webinar to go to for the PMI stuff. Then I've got some shadowing to do. Then I've got more training to do. And hopefully I'll be getting paid here soon, and I can start figuring things out. All right, I think that's it, guys. Have yourselves a lovely day, and I'll hopefully talk to you tomorrow when it's going to rain. So no yard work this week. Maybe next week.